Those are flags that represent each branch of the military. So you see that blue one that's kind of to the left? That one's Dad's flag.
Gretchen Lodo will be singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched was so gallantly streaming with the rocket's red glare, the toasting in it gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Gretchen.
Column left. So, but they normally do.
They're marching. Well, they are, but they're marching. That's how soldiers walk. You see the red flag? The red flag is the Marine flag.
Right before we begin, I'd like to ask all veterans in the crowd of any of our conflicts or even serving during the no lull period. All the veterans, please raise your hand. Veterans, and let's give them a nice round of applause. Thank them all for their service. And also with all of the conflict and discussion going on these days, I think I'd like to recognize all the first responders, police, fire, EMTs, and so forth. First responders, raise your hand if you will, to the first responders. And thank you for your service. Today, we are at an airfield outside of Aachen, Germany. The Allies, some 186,000 of them, landed on D-Day, the longest day, on June 6, 1944. They liberated France and they proceeded to the Rhine River and they crossed the Rhine and they're coming to the first town in Germany, which is Aachen, Germany. There's an airfield outside of Aachen, Germany, which they need to capture and the Germans desperately need to defend. Yes, it is October 11th, but October 11th, 1944. We're going to relive those events of some 81 years ago. But first, if I may, a message to the children that are present. What you're going to experience is like a war game on your phone or your computer. But it'll look much more real. It will be scary. That's because real war is very scary. And here nobody will be shot, but it may seem like it. And we want you to know that this is as close to real war as you'll get. And the more you learn about real war, the more you'll want to real war. So hopefully after today's experience, you'll be smarter in knowing about the effects of war, but also convinced that we want to avoid it in the future. On Today there will be 300 volunteers, reenactors performing for you, 9 tanks and tanks, and it's going to be a lot of noise and a lot of things. But that's what life's all about. I believe we're ready. Let the battle begin.
No, you have to. It's going to get very loud. You don't have a choice.
The Germans at the airfield feel that there's Allies are approaching the field and called in a Fiesler Storch. If you look north is to your right. You can see an aircraft approaching, and that's a Fiesler Storch used by the Germans for observation and also used for medevac. It's quite a phenomenal piece. It's the first STOL aircraft. STOL, short takeoff and landing aircraft. That airplane can take off in 225 feet. It can land in twice its length because it can fly at 25 miles an hour. And so you'll see this seems like it's hanging up there. And that is because it is just kind of hanging up there. And if it had a 26-mile-an-hour headwind, it could actually fly backwards. Not only that, those big wings that you see there, once it gets on the ground, they can pull a handle, and those big wings will fold back parallel to the fuselage. So that means observation very good, and it's circling over the area to the west of us, which is where they think the Germans are approaching. And depending on what he sees, he will advise by a radio contact the German group. So that'll make it pretty obvious. They need to hurry to their positions. We can see them getting to their position now. You see a half-track 251 pulling up along the river there, followed by a troop carrier. That's a 1941 Ford. It was an American-built Ford until Germans took over Germany, and now it's a German-built Ford, but it's still a Ford. So the German patrols trying to figure out what's happening there, other than they know that there's something going on in those woods, and they're going to try to figure it out. Obviously, they're getting a rather warm reception there. So the 251 is backing up. Squad will join in here. Also in front of you, the Neville worker has been pulled into position. That's that rocket device there. Now in the second car, which is the motorcycle vehicle that pulled it up into position. Okay, look off to your right. Look off to the north. We have an Allied patrol coming in from the north. In the lead there, it looks like a M8 scout car. In second position, that looks like a M20 scout car. And it's being followed by a halfback with patrol. So this is a pincher action. Some coming in from the north and some coming in from the west. And I don't really think he's still courageous. I know they're going to try to get the crew out of the M20 and save them. They can't. They come back into the woods. The M8, he's way out here. Here comes the German crowd. Killed by that explosion, or they're still alive, and I don't know what this is. Looks like the crew, the scout car, the halfback crew is actually the ones out of the M50. Taking them as captive. Well, I guess the good news is they survived that. Picking up some radio chatter, it seems like we have a second patrol coming in from the Allies. So keep your eye on the west. Oh, here they are. Here they come. All right, I see a Stewart tank. Followed by a second Stewart tank. All three of them are out of commission. Movement. I don't think it's still quiet.
Now you can see the side of his face a little bit.
Okay, I need to have you look north again. And coming in, that's a L4. That's an Allied aircraft. That's Major Carpenter. Major Carpenter's in Rosie, the Rocketeer. That's an original Rosie, the Rocketeer. During World War II, with bazookas on each wing, was able to take out from the south, take a look at that other Stug. It's the only way we can equalize the battle here. Right now, all of our Allied heavy armor is on the field, is out of commission. So here come Rosie again. We got the other Stug. Now, the original role of Rosie was a artillery advisor, and I think she's probably going to go do that right now. Because right now, we're ready for some more heavy armor. And the Russians, excuse me, the Germans are kind of much out of commission at this time. At least with heavy stuff. They got a lot of machine guns, a lot of small arms. All right, now we have coming out of the woods. We don't have the Sherman, we have the M24. What else do we have coming here? We need more support. We need some big heavy armor. Okay, here it is.
did. They were practicing with the ambulance.
Thank you.
It was all the way back there.
I love it.
What did you think, guys?
I should do that so I can do that.
What, baby?
We should do,
You guys like a lot.